What's good, YouTube? Trap the Great TV in this bitch, bro. We back today with another video. Crazy high-speed chases, crazy high-speed motorcycle chases in 2026. We're gonna get straight into this motherfucking video, bro.
Every siren, every turn, every second matters. Stupid! In these police motorcycle chases, speed pushes reason to the edge and instinct takes over. Real footage, real tension, no second chances. Stay tuned. This is where adrenaline becomes reality. Two young men without helmets recklessly sped through a crowded neighborhood, showing no regard for the law or the safety of those around them. Police quickly activated their lights and sirens, beginning the pursuit to protect nearby civilians.
I would have been like, stop, stop. What the fuck you doing? Let me up off this bitch.
But the situation became even more chaotic at a sharp turn. The shirtless passenger was thrown off the bike, yet the driver kept accelerating, seemingly more afraid of being caught than of losing his life. Despite his desperate attempt to escape, GCM Mesquite officers maintained a controlled pursuit and kept a safe distance. Moments later, the suspect sideswiped a car, lost his balance, and crashed. Stupid!
Look at his ass, down on the ground. Where the fuck he thought he was going though? That damn moped.
With the chase finally over, officers immediately secured him and provided medical assistance. In the end, the police didn't have to stop him. His own reckless choices did. Karma caught up faster than he expected.
quente, molecão. É quente.
A small shove, yet enough to expose the rebel mindset of the fugitive. When instinct takes the wheel over reason, every move comes with consequences. The officer kept a measured distance and never overreacted, a clear example of controlling the situation through strategy, not emotion. At approximately 7:43 p.m. on June 5th, 2022, an officer observed a motorcycle weaving dangerously through traffic on I-75/85. When the officer activated his lights and siren, the rider refused to stop and accelerated away, prompting a pursuit.
Going 1024 on a motorcycle, 4701, 59. Under license plate. It's going to be 1037. South on Highway 161.
I thought he was about to fall coming around that little curve.
Might be a white now.
The rider entered westbound Y-20 at high speed, repeatedly cutting between vehicles and creating a serious public safety risk. After turning onto Oak Street, he briefly traveled against traffic, forcing nearby drivers to take evasive action.
Highway 161 in the Indigo Lane, speed's 80. Get ready to get on 40 West.
Second middle lane, speed 150.
Punch it. Punch it. Let us see you take off. Come on, you got it.
Get on in 630. Right lane, speed 150. Clearing up the track.
He out there on the 600cc. He got those down there.
We're going to go 440. So pass one car, speed 50.
Once I hit the interstate, full throttle, I'm telling you, I would have been up out that motherfucker.
Still like traffic, we're just getting over 440, speed 75.
Officers briefly lost sight of the motorcycle near Flat Shoals Road, but Sergeant Smith later re-established contact on Candler Road.
Airport.
Where he go? He hit the shoulder.
Went around an 18-wheeler on the right shoulder.
I can't see any weapons, just visible.
The pursuit continued onto I-285 South until the rider began slowing near the Jonesboro Road exit. Sergeant Smith used the opportunity to block his escape route and bring the chase to a controlled end without further incident. The coordinated response showed that communication and patience, not speed alone, were essential to ending the pursuit safely.
I got it. Right here.
Ready?
What's called?
On September 9th, 2023, officers near Little Rock, Arkansas, encountered Randall Schwab riding a motorcycle at dangerously high speed along Highway 140. His repeated lane changes and unpredictable movements quickly turned the situation into a serious threat to everyone sharing the road.
Which way is he going on college?
Schwab reportedly reached approximately 93 miles per hour, weaving through traffic and repeatedly changing direction in an effort to escape. Officers maintained visual contact while keeping a controlled distance, attempting to contain the pursuit without adding unnecessary risk. Fortunately, no major injuries or property damage were reported during this stage of the chase.
Stay seated, okay?
The pursuit ended when Schwab lost control of the motorcycle, Officers immediately secured the area, requested emergency medical assistance, and checked his condition. I've never seen a motorcycle pursuit end like this. Absolutely spectacular. But the dramatic ending should not distract from how easily this could have harmed an innocent driver.
Number 6.
Those wheels lifting off the ground may have looked impressive for a few seconds, but every reckless stunt comes with a price, and sometimes the bill arrives before the applause ends.
Quick. You on to it? This one? There we go. Ready? Oh, it's got a plate under there.
Damn, that hit the police in front of the police in traffic.
That's reckless, right? Yep. Definitely without dukes to it. Ready?
Dice stepped in at exactly the right moment. Not to ruin the fun, but to stop one careless decision from becoming a permanent regret.
Damn.
Man, I got a whole.
That is the karma of reckless showmanship. Chase a few seconds of attention, and you may end up facing consequences that last far longer. The greatest victory was not the stunt. It was making sure everyone got the chance to learn from it.
Police just was big. You know. It's just weird. That's what the police do. They get bored of
Why would someone who repeatedly claims he knows nothing continue running from the police? That contradiction made every second of the pursuit more unpredictable. He shouted that he was scared, yet whenever he had a chance to slow down, he chose to accelerate instead, raising even more questions about what he was trying to avoid. The motorcycle's registration added another unanswered question. According to the information
Brazil, police motorcycles look like Night Rider bike or something, don't it? Don't it look like a Night Rider bike? You're like, look at it. Wait till they
provided, the bike was registered to the rider's father rather than directly to him. That detail alone does not prove the motorcycle
like a little fucking Night Rider.
was stolen. However, when combined with his decision to flee and the prior history mentioned in the report, officers had reasonable grounds to investigate both the vehicle's ownership and his conduct more closely. By the time the rider entered the narrow alley, the unanswered questions had already turned into real consequences. Officers were positioned ahead, closing off the remaining escape routes and forcing him to abandon the motorcycle. His attempt to continue on foot ended moments later.
A moto é BO? A moto é BO?
Não, senhor.
É BO ou não?
Não, senhor, não, senhor.
Fica quieto, cala a boca. Fica na moral.
Whatever he feared at the beginning, running only created more suspicion, greater danger, and potentially more serious legal consequences.
Senta ali, ó.
Ó, meu tênis,
Eu vou
senhor.
pegar, filho. Vem pra cá. Tá preocupado com o tênis agora, é? Oxi. Senta aí. Senta. Em cima da mão.
Number 4. Number 4.
This stopped being a simple motorcycle violation the moment the rider fled. Every burst of speed transferred the risk from one suspect to an entire roadway filled with commuters, families, and unsuspecting drivers. He crossed the center line, weaved through traffic, and ran red lights at major intersections. A motorcycle may be smaller than a car, but at highway speed, its unpredictable movement can force everyone nearby into sudden and dangerous reactions. Even when officers tried to close off his path, the rider slipped around patrol vehicles and kept going. Near the shoulder, every swerve reduced the margin for error, not only for him, but for motorists who had nowhere else to go.
Slow down, talk shit.
That is why the officers avoided turning the chase into a contest of aggression. They maintained distance, coordinated positions, and waited for the right moment. Rozelle's lead position finally brought the speed down without escalating the danger.
Damn, hold on.
The officers avoided turning the chase into a contest of aggression. They maintained distance, coordinated positions, and waited for the right moment. Rozelle's lead position finally brought the speed down without escalating the danger.
Look how hard the police jumped.
Bruh.
They tackled the shit out of his ass. He just jumped over the motorcycle. That's crazy.
The rider now faces charges including fleeing, reckless driving, and driving with a suspended license for a third time. With several previous suspended license convictions already reported, he may have been facing custody anyway. Running did not solve that problem. It likely multiplied it.
Number 3. Almost took #1 spot, y'all. We're at number 3.
On Interstate 49, Medina Garcia pushed his motorcycle beyond 130 miles per hour, cutting across 3 lanes, ignoring red lights, and eventually riding into oncoming traffic. At that point, this was no longer about escaping a ticket. It was about every innocent driver placed in his path.
Rider's got a blue sweatshirt, blue jeans, still at 140.
You know the road. You know the road. You don't get away. You know the back road. You don't play around the city. You don't get away. You don't know the road.
Northbound 76 passing.
Well, notice how big County.
Come back
I ain't see him for a second. I thought he was one of the little lights in the screen.
Even after striking the side of a patrol vehicle, he refused to stop. But when he approached another car head-on, an officer made a calculated intervention, guiding the motorcycle into the curb before one reckless choice could become a tragedy.
78. Nope, stay northbound.
10-4.
We're coming up on Olive. Eastbound on Olive.
10-4.
Driving in the wrong lane.
Driving in the wrong lane.
Like, how you on a motorcycle and can't get away from the police, man? Explain that. Because ain't no way I'm finna be on two wheels and a car finna be behind me. Nah, I'm doing the max speed. I'm gonna stay on the highway until I get away. I don't care if it take me to the next state. I'm gonna get away.
Well, notify Roger. 10-4.
The chase ended with Medina Garcia resisting briefly before officers brought him safely under control.
L44 1050.
I'm 1050 east right here.
10-4.
We're still easing out, I'm not sure.
10-4.
Get on the ground! Now! Hands up! Hands up! Roll over! Roll over now! You're gonna roll over, I'll do it for you. Roll over. Put your hands behind your back. Hands behind your back. Do not resist, you understand? I said do not resist.
That is the hard truth about reckless speed. It may feel like freedom for a few seconds, but every mile only brings the consequences closer. Skill can control a machine, but without discipline, it cannot control the outcome. He tried to outrun the law, only to discover that karma was waiting at the next intersection.
Did somebody hit me? No, you wrecked over here, but you hit my car. No, you hit my car.
When fear and recklessness take control, one bad decision can quickly turn a minor traffic stop into a dangerous gamble.
And everybody love running from the police in Arkansas. That's what y'all do out there. That's great. I don't know. I couldn't run from the police on motorcycle. Not even in the car. I'd be nervous. I'm gonna hit somebody that's like in the section. I'm trying to run the red light and they coming the other way and bam.
The rider fled on a Honda carrying an expired plate registered to a different motorcycle. But as rush hour traffic grew heavier, the officer made the responsible choice, ending the active pursuit rather than putting innocent drivers at greater risk.
Hey, get
off the bike. Get down.
Do you think the officer made the right call by backing off and waiting for a safer opportunity? Share your thoughts below.
Yeah, I know, right? Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back before you get tased.
They let him off us, but he ain't have sense enough to keep going farther and farther away.
Where else did you get on Broadway? 10-4 out of 5.
I'm at Goshen and Skyline Drive. I'm 1015. I'm gonna need a 1011 for this bike.
Stupid. Stupid.
Out of 56.
Go ahead, I'm 10-4. I got a unit out with you. Sitting there playing hard.
In the hit. 10-4 out of 32, 341 Kim.
What up, man? Not much.
The officers had just recovered a stolen motorcycle and were heading back to the station. For a moment, it looked like the shift was finally slowing down. But then, one nervous glance and one sudden U-turn opened the door to another chase. The two suspects refused to stop. Their motorcycle shot forward like a stray arrow, cutting through busy streets where one wrong move could turn the roadway into a crash scene. What stands out here is that the officers did not chase with blind aggression. They kept distance, they kept rhythm, they kept control. In an urban pursuit, a cool head can matter more than raw speed.
Buddy on the back, oh, his ass went high flying, didn't it?
The breaking point came when the suspects lost balance and went down hard. One suspect vanished for a moment, but that disappearance did not fool trained eyes.
Oh, I thought he was running. I was like, the police fast as hell. I was like, he fast as a bitch. He's still on the motorcycle. They trying to get the driver.
Then came the reveal. Down in the drainage canal, only the suspect's head was visible above the water. The chase ended in the last place anyone expected. The lesson is clear. The street is not an action movie, and the law always finds a way to close the scene.
That's so crazy. The other way around there.
How far was this rider prepared to go over a traffic violation? That question followed troopers from I-440 East toward I-30 West as the motorcycle continued accelerating. Every exit offered a chance to stop safely, yet every decision pushed the pursuit deeper into uncertainty.
I-20 at Lee Street.
Count 20 at Lee Street.
He could be slowing down. Stand by.
At nearly 100 miles per hour, troopers were not merely tracking speed. They were observing the rider's clothing, movements, and possible risk factors while coordinating additional units. Was he looking for an exit, planning another sudden maneuver, or simply reacting in panic? No one could assume what would happen next.
What year is it? 47. You signal that you're about to pull over, but about to make a left right here on the lead. You're making a left on lead.
Just take right on Oak Street. Keep going to the parking lot.
He's going. He's not dropping. Go to the bottom, man. Right on RDA. They're making right on RDA going past us. That's all. Going back, gonna be going north on Lee.
Then came the move few drivers would expect. The motorcycle darted onto the right shoulder beside an 18-wheeler. For a moment, it appeared the rider might squeeze through. But at 110 to 120 miles per hour, that narrow opening was not an escape route. It was the final mistake.
Tag number X-ray Lincoln 032 XL 042. Right. Clear right. He's still pull over. Get off the bike! Get off the bike and get off! Get off the bike and get off! Get down!
Once the motorcycle went down, troopers immediately shifted from pursuit to containment and medical evaluation. The mystery of where the rider was going ended beside the highway. In pursuits like this, the ending is rarely chosen by the person running. It is chosen by physics, traffic, and the limits of control.
Yeah, we'll get
It was on the side of your
okay. I'll get it up.
Galloway reportedly concealed his motorcycle plate because his driver's license was suspended. But the attempt to avoid one traffic stop produced the exact opposite result. He accelerated away from CPL beam, reached speeds above 100 miles per hour, crossed into opposing lanes, and ignored stop signs across Habersham County. Every mile of escape added another decision that officers could document.
Right on 21. Speeds are 80 miles an hour.
The chase ended not with a successful getaway, but in a front yard on Chase Street. The motorcycle's rear tire lost traction on the grass, leaving Galloway with nowhere else to run. Officers placed him in handcuffs, evaluated him for possible impairment, and transported him to the Habersham County Detention Center. The motorcycle went to a towing company, and authorities pursued charges related to fleeing and attempting to elude. He tried to hide one violation, but his own choices brought far greater attention and consequences.
Get on the ground. You got me, dude. You got damn right we got you. Roll on. Stupid ass.
dumbass.
God!
All you have to do is stop.
God, you're an idiot, man.
You're a dumbass, dude, and you can't ride for shit.
Oh man, I got scoliosis, y'all.
You been drinking?
No.
Smoking dope?
No. Oh man.
You're a moron.
I know.
Where do I know you from? Where you live?
No problem.
How many times have we locked you up?
Damn. You know his ass by face.
What began as a traffic stop near Geyer Springs Road quickly became a dangerous test of judgment. Officers saw the mountain bike rider moving unpredictably and activated their lights and sirens.
430 and 2 with a silver good central vehicle saver. Arkansas 562, Young John, 562, Young John.
For a moment, it appeared he would cooperate. He stopped inside a parking lot and waited, then suddenly accelerated southbound as officers approached. The pursuit changed in a single second.
Getting on 30.
Take 130.
That's my conscious.
Getting back on the service road out of Creek.
Yep, we're back on the service road.
Girls, break that parking lot.
Using the bicycle's agility, he cut through traffic, crossed open ground, and cleared a small ravine. The greatest danger came when he entered the I-30 area and began riding against traffic, putting both himself and unsuspecting motorists at risk. Officers continued tracking him through service roads, fields, and narrow fence openings. But when visual contact became uncertain, they recognized that pushing harder could create an even greater threat to the public.
That motorcycle driver joined up with another motorcycle driver. There was a crash on the entrance to the turnpike. In the meantime, the second driver, the driver the police officers wanted to stop, is now leading the police on a chase that has come all the way north on the turnpike up here, trying to elude these Miami-Dade police officers as they continue to follow him.
Again, it's been going on for about 15 to 20 minutes now. We do have 7 Skyforce there over the scene. Yes, Ralph.
I'll bring you up to speed here a little bit. We're not in Homestead anymore. We have moved on, and we are now in the area of Kendall Regional Hospital, 41st Street and about 117th Avenue. He's just outside the property there of the hospital now, coming around a parking lot. He has managed to elude the Miami-Dade Police Department here so far, at least on the ground. You see him now turning dangerously, cutting across traffic and turning. On another story down in Homestead, a police operation down south, when we heard a police officer say that he had just been, his vehicle had just been, another motorcycle and driver, they appeared to be riding in tandem at that point, and they were efforting to get onto the turnpike and
crashed at the turnpike. This one, though, however, still giving chase as police are trying to catch up to him.
Ashley might be thinking about getting ready to bail out and go on foot. Not 100% sure about that, but he is pulling into an area where you see a backyard and a fence there and the swimming shorts. Police officers from Miami-Dade are saturating the area. He's appears to be trying to stash or lock up the bike continually to look at. He's now climbed a fence, and this is going to become a foot pursuit here as he goes over a fence in a little neighborhood community here just off of the trail. He's going through the neighborhoods now. You can
The rider escaped immediate arrest, but that does not erase the professionalism shown by the officers. By terminating the pursuit, they placed public safety above the pressure to make an arrest at any cost. No one was injured, no major property damage occurred, and their restraint prevented one reckless escape from becoming a much larger emergency.
now in police custody. That's our story here in Skyforce HD. I'm Ralph Ray reporting live.
All right, if you're just now joining us, that man has now...
vi står vid rött ljus nu vid Frejgatan. Han vänt och kör in mot...
On April 25, 2012, in Stockholm, Sweden, a young man riding a green Kawasaki ZX-10R was pursued by police after being caught violating traffic laws. Despite only holding a car driver's license, he was operating a 1,000 cubic centimeter sport motorcycle. The situation escalated when a police helicopter was deployed, marking the start of a high-intensity chase.
Han går till höger om dig nu. Han går till höger. Då kommer vi efter så kör inte över.
The motorcyclist glanced back and spotted the police. Instantly, he twisted the throttle, launching the ZX-10R into a blistering sprint, exceeding the legal speed limit by 81 kilometers per hour. The chase reached its climax when the motorcycle sped into a suburban stretch filled with obstacles. Under pressure from the helicopter above and police sirens behind, the rider began making critical errors. He failed to slow down as he approached a traffic barrier, and within seconds, the ZX-10R crashed violently into it. The impact wasn't captured on camera, but reports indicate the motorcycle was nearly destroyed and the barrier required immediate repair. The crash caused hours of traffic disruption in the area. The high-speed chase in Stockholm serves as a costly lesson on traffic safety and the responsibility every driver bears on the road. Despite its tragic outcome, the efforts of the Swedish police deserve recognition for effectively intervening and preventing further danger from reckless behavior.